Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahaganalita Sri Vishakham Nitam Bande Guru Padadandang Bhakta Brinda Samanitam Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Bande Nityananda Sahoditam Sri Nandanandanang Bande Radhika Charanadvayam Gopi Jana Samayuktam Vrindavana Manoharam Gurabi Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Stadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktabin Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Panchatattva first. All of you. Hare Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Again, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Maybe by the desire, by some sweet will of the Supreme Lord, their lordships, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda Dev, Radha Gopinath, Panchatattatma Gaurari, our Guru Varga. Some important context, topics came up in our life today. So, I would like to reflect more on that context and topics. You know, sometimes it is quite natural, normal, in the life of the devotees, in the lives of all the sincere devotees, in the societies, or even the pure devotees, to experience some differences in the fields of the relationships, flowing relationships, some differences, some distinctive taste. Differences means like difference in taste, ways of viewing the things, okay, different aspects of the Siddhantas, okay, is varying. So this is nothing negative. We should not understand this. So not understand such way of happening is anything negative really. No. it can be very positive. It can bring newer positive results in our life. Maybe with some newer passing through some comparative study. It helps us to pass through a newer comparative studies about different aspects of the Siddhantas and our own taste with certain particular ways of the Siddhantas or our ways of viewing things. So, and then maybe we can discover something new, or we can be also flowing in the same way, or something maybe different but enriching our experience. Okay, both ways are very nice, very beautiful, well established, quite normal to be found in our spiritual lives. Sometimes to have some difference of opinions, and also some unity, discovering further unity, passing through some temporary differences, then again we find new ground, discover newer ground of the unity. Happens. That's how unity in diversity comes. Okay, it's not diversity in diversity, because it often happens like 98% we have common ground, agreeing with each other. 98% of our spiritual life, maybe 2% difference. And sometimes it may make that 2% maybe feel like big, like through microscope, when we look a little bit a small thing through microscope, it also looks very big. It can happen sometimes like that. But our normal feelings should be when we love each other in the same spiritual family, full of variegatedness, means some distinctions, distinctive taste and experiences and conceptions and view. Conception, but still we love each other. We care for each other. And we care for each other, love each other sincerely, based on the common ground, what we share for 95% out of 100%. Okay, not 1 or 2%, 95% we are agreeing with each other, no difference there. Okay, maybe some distinctive taste, but no real difference. We should in that case, devotees should always put more importance on that 95% of the common ground of the Siddhantas and our viewing, our taste, everything, our love and care, and other 5%, okay, we should try to keep in a protected way as personal. It happens. Everybody, all jiva souls have free will, endowed with free will. All the devotees are also individuals. All the pure devotees even have individual constitutions. So, it can happen. Sometimes there's some difference in taste. Due to that different taste of understanding the same Siddhanta, different ways of understanding, different ways of the viewing, different ways of the realizations happens. But that can all be harmonized in a greater picture, if not from a smaller picture. Not in a smaller perspective, but from a greater perspective, all can be harmonized. Like, for example, we have 4 sampradayas we accommodate. All our Guru Varga accepted 4 sampradayas. While we go to judge, situated in the stand of our own sampradaya, so much different. So much of the ways Ramanuja sampradayas follow, Nimbarka Acharya sampradayas follow. Sri Brahma, Rudra, Shanak, all different from each other in so many ways. But from a broader perspective, in a common way, we have all due respects, all due most respectful and loving recognition for all of them. Although we are very different in the approaches and views, okay, in the Siddhantas, among the four Sampradayas. About the great personality like Thakur Bhakti Vinod Saraswati Thakur, all accommodated them. Okay, on different levels. Because ultimately they are all worshipping the same Supreme God, promoting the love of the same Supreme God, Supreme Lord, without second. Okay, whether in the form of Lakshmi Narayana, although Radha Krishna, they are the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Supreme God and Supreme Goddess. Okay, but those who are worshipper of Lakshmi Narayana consider Lakshmi Narayana to be the Supreme Goddess and God. They consider Krishna Krishna is the incarnation of Narayana. To them, Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not Krishna. The other way around. Okay. Very different from what Mahaprabhu presented. Okay, what Srimad Bhagavatam presents. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Very different. They consider Vishnu Purana to be the highest. Like we consider Srimad Bhagavatam to be the highest, they consider to them Vishnu Purana like highest. And Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Krishna is an incarnation, by powerful incarnation of immediate principal incarnation of the Narayana. And we don't fight with them. That's their belief, they are sincerely following that. So we still accept them. Although they are not accepting Krishna's Supreme Personality of Godhead, yet we are accepting a broader way, knowing from broader perspective that after all, they are worshipping the same Supreme Lord Krishna in the form of Narayana. Okay, so they are trying to put more respect to the form of Narayana, same Tattva, another aspect of Krishna. Okay, a principal aspect of Krishna in the form of Narayana, they are worshipping it to the best as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and not Krishna. It is their adhikar, their taste. We have all due respects for them. Therefore, they are also included in four sampradaya. We don't reject them, even if so much differences. So much different, not one or two ways, many ways. But on the whole, we share so much common ground. Some of them, some following some worship of Lakshmi Narayana, some worshipping same Supreme Truth, same Supreme Tattva as Sita Ramachandra. Okay, some others worshipping the same Supreme Tattva maybe in different ways. Okay, we are worshipping as Radha Krishna. So keeping in view our most common ground, from the broader perspective, we accommodate them, all the four sampradayas, and worship all the acharyas and of the four sampradayas, and we have offer all our sincere respects to them, all due respects and loving appreciation for them. Okay, so this is the thing. So in a similar way it happens even in the Sampradaya of Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya family, also something similar, not same way, similar way of difference is found. Similar ways of difference of opinions of the concept of the Siddhantas among the different acharyas found. But there what we see, we lay more importance on the common ground, what all our Guru, all the acharyas accepting and sharing happily is more important. And for the cases of differences, certain way, even if it looks like strong difference, looks like somewhat negative difference, not positive difference, negative, there are differences between the positive difference of positive character and negative character. Positive differences of positive characters are quite okay, no problem. But the difference of negative character brings the feelings of offensiveness.
Can you please give an example?
Oh, it is difficult I have to quote many examples. So like something I feel my Guru Varga didn't accept, is offensive, Mahaprabhu didn't accept, and that is being promoted in the name of Siddhanta. That is like negative difference. Okay. Differences between Santa Rasa, Dasya Rasa, Shakha Rasa, Vatsalya, Madhurya Rasa, these are positive differences. Okay. Even if sometimes one Rasa make little bit have conflict with another Rasa, but it's positive conflict. Okay. But differences which is considered like offensive, against, antagonistic, wrong compromise, right and wrong, then that kind of difference considered like negative, offensive difference. That is harmful. So we find two kinds of differences, but we have to carefully judge whether the character of difference is positive or negative. Okay? Always it may not be so easy to judge. May not be so easy to feel, experience. Come on, it is a vast world of realizations with so much variegatedness. Having variegatedness doesn't necessarily mean conflicting with each other. It can promote each other also. Active or passive way. Okay. So in case of negative difference, in case of offensive differences, harmful differences, where it is clearly proven right and wrong, it is offense. If I accept this difference, it is offensive. Then of course devotees should stay careful to stay away from that. Not to get involved with any different ways which is offensive. But before that has to be very careful. The devotee has to be careful. All the devotees must be very careful. Whether I, you, he, she, all should be careful. Whether it is offensive difference or it is some other way of understanding. It's not offensive necessarily. Since the intention is okay, since the very background intention, very root, at the root of the difference, the intention is all right. That is not offensive. Intention is very great. Okay, very truthful, very sincere. And that is to promote the same, that is to promote the interest of the same Supreme Lord, to worship the same Supreme Lord, to please the same Supreme Lord. In a way, I cannot accept, or many cannot accept, but still, it has some ground somewhere accepted. Still it can be accepted. It is acceptable on some certain other spheres, certain other levels. Okay, so because I am not able to accept, because I consider is offensive, it doesn't necessarily mean it will be considered offensive from the absolute stand. Even sometimes I also question myself, because it may happen someday, oh, my Guru did things, same thing, my Guru did in a different way. But his Guru doing the same thing in a different way. Personally I take a stand, just be neutral. I follow my Guru, they are following their Guru. It's very fine. I have all due respects for what he is doing, following his Guru. Although I cannot directly accept it, it is fine. Not conflicting. It's like it's individual ways of doing things. Different adhikaras. It doesn't have to be all the time. Everything has to go on in my way. Everything has to flow my way, according to my understanding, even my Guru's way, even my Guru Varga's way. If it happens like that I cannot accept other four sampradayas even, because their acharyas' ways are very different. So sometimes we have to, there is something common and something specific. Both ways are accepted in our world of Siddhanta. Something in specific ways of the Siddhantas and flow and mood and taste, and something common. Okay, common and specific. We find that in the world of the vast, infinite spiritual realizations, divine realizations. So, Personally, what I do, I never go to conflict. I don't easily, I avoid conflicts. Even if something may appear to me like offensive, it is an offensive difference, but I become very careful. Is it really offensive? Maybe from certain stand it is offensive, but from a greater picture it is not offensive. Be careful. So better be neutral, peaceful, take the good sides, positive sides, whatever I can accept from that person, that side, before just stamping it is offensive. It's a very great risky job. If something is not really offensive from a broader picture, and if I try to understand this offensive difference, then also offense can come in my life. Okay. So I also have to be very careful about it. So something I just leave it in the hands of the Supreme Lords and the higher judgment. I am not qualified to judge. If something happens like that, some doubt is there, let it be judged by them. Because I can see there is some sincerity there, some purity also there, even in spite of differences. Not that all offensive, it's not black and white. They are doing many good things, offering very good services. They are also sincere, there is some purity. Although some part of them looking like offensive difference. For positive difference, no problem. Offensive difference, yet I have to be careful. Because they are doing many good things. Many things favorable to Krishna consciousness. So I cannot totally reject them because of a part. Although it looks like offensive difference to me. So maybe I can maintain some distance. I cannot accept that part only, but I can be very accepting about other things, other aspects, because it's all in common. Okay? So it's no problem to accept other parts and be united together in love and care for each other. Okay? Ignoring slightly such a small part of the difference of the Siddhantas. Because the huge portion of because the 95% is more important compared to that small part of difference. That is less important compared to the big, huge common ground we are sharing in love and care, happily, flowing with each other, sharing happily, flowing happily with love and care. So that should be our principle, that of harmony. Diversities will be there, but has to be harmony in the diversity. So, again, in a concert, example of concert, that many different instruments are playing, okay, many different sounds, but flowing in a fair harmonious way, called chorus, how do you say, concert. But if some of the instrument players go in the wrong way, play the wrong notes, it's true, the whole harmony of the whole concert can be disturbed by just if one musician plays in a wrong note. Okay, happens, sometimes it happens, but for that reason, okay, whatever that musician is doing, playing in other concerts, very fine way, harmonious way, cannot be rejected because one time he played a wrong note. Okay, wrong way, disturbance, it's a partly thing. Again, so, and sometimes there's anti-matching. Anti-matching also found. People singing, some on this level, some on other level, some on top level, some so many sounds, so many different levels of sounds. To some persons, this is not music, no melody. To some others, yes, so many varieties. Depending on musical taste. Some like heavy metal music, what pop music or what you call jazz music. How do you call it? Very heavy music.
Jazz.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal, or the way they sing with coarse voice and all, no touch of melody. And many people are dancing. With that I find, I personally have hard time to appreciate because no much melody there. But it's another trend. Some people are dancing and some people are singing, another way of singing. So coarse voice, rough voice, heavy metal music, tamasic, kind of. Okay. Included in the world of the music, of course, although I don't have the taste for the same in a way. But to some extent I can accept to some extent, okay, it's another aspect of some music. In a way, people are also enjoying it. Okay, maybe they want to have some tough, energetic experience of the music instead of mellows. It's a melodious ways only. Okay. So you see different concepts of the musical concerts, musical play. Okay. Not only melodious all the time. When to some people it may be felt, the same people are singing on different scales, different voice in the same song is not matching very well. To some, it is enriching. Okay, so many scales, singing the same song with different scales, different voice in some way. Of course they know how to match. There will be some harmonious way to do it. If it is non-harmonious, then it will create discord. Okay, there's a way to do it also. So some system has to be there, naturally. Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. So that happens sometimes in the spiritual world of experience, variegatedness, that way. But we always put more importance on the harmony, okay, rather than, okay, differences, conflicting differences. Positive differences are all okay, it is a part of life. Okay, in case of negative differences, we can be very broad-hearted. Without conflict, if we feel negative differences, without conflicting, maintain some respectful distance, not a hateful distance. Respectful distance. That's how we are advised by our Guru Varga. Because to others, it is very natural. To me, it is not acceptable, but to others, it is not normally accepted. So, because I cannot match with that, I cannot flow according to the base of my Siddhanta, so I cannot accept, so I keep some distance. Very fine. But it's a respectful distance. There is a difference between hateful distance and respectful distance. We can only hate that when we find the atheist or anti-God, okay, something very harmful for spiritual life, overall life divine, then it is something we have to maintain.
Like apasampradaya.
Apasampradaya or real misuse is happening. Okay, offensive things are presented in the form of, okay, in the form of some positive, healthy things. Actually, it's offensive thing. When it is confirmed, we are fully assured of that. Then, of course, we have nothing to do with that. Completely dissociate. No distance, disassociation. Unless somebody is very exceptionally powerful, like Lord Nityananda, he doesn't need to disassociate because he can purify. He can set right everything. So sometimes great Mahabhagavatas who are powerful, they can even closely associate with even the fallen souls and sinners, because it cannot affect, so their situation is different. They don't reject, they don't disassociate, they don't even keep distance out of compassion, out of loving consideration, even for those offenders. That's extreme magnanimity. I'm not talking about them. That's extreme example, noble example, full of magnanimity, followed by the pure devotees. But I'm talking about the normal type of devotees, okay, who do not have that kind of power, they can disassociate. Okay? Respectful distance instead of hating. Okay? Because it may not be good for us. Because something not at all suitable to my constitution, my feelings, my taste, my conception, but still it has got some position to be accepted. It has got some realm, some another space in the spiritual world, another level, okay, another world of taste where it is fully accepted, although not accepted by me because of my different situation. So we cannot judge from an absolute stand. It's all relative. So therefore we are advised, okay, in case of other devotees who are not following our ways, even Lord Chaitanya's ways or Guru Varga's ways, but still they are not offenders. They are still also engaged in promoting love of God. Ultimately they are worshipping God. Okay. Many appeared before Lord Chaitanya Dev. Okay. They are following. Okay. They are Guru Varga who made appearance before Lord Chaitanya. Okay. So, as long as they are not offenders to Krishna consciousness, but following different way. Okay. Maybe sometimes felt not accepted by us, but still they have got their own place in the whole picture, own position, own place, own acceptance, own recognition. Cannot be rejected like offenders, because they are also engaged in love worships, engaged in loving worships of the same Supreme Lord and devotees, engaged in the devotional worships of the same Supreme Lord and the devotees. So, from a broader perspective, we have to give all due respects to them. Even if I personally maintain certain distance, personal way. But I cannot generalize, because I cannot generalize, or that's how it should be, even for them. And that is the absolute stand of the Siddhanta. So,
there cannot be an absolute stand of Siddhanta, like, it is like this. It's
no,
always
in certain
relative.
cases, no. Mostly relative. Okay. I don't mean in all cases. Like, you can take absolute stand of Siddhanta, like those who are offending God, blaspheming God, okay, and those who are accepting God, worshipping God, devotees of God. There's light and darkness difference, positive, negative difference, okay, right and wrong difference. There you can have the Siddhanta from the absolute stand. But while I'm talking about that place, while other group accepting Supreme God, worshipping Supreme in a way very different from my ways, or even my forefathers' ways. Understand? But still, they are not offenders. They also love God. They also engaged in loving worships of God in very different, some ways, very, very different from my way. It doesn't make sense to me, but it makes sense to them.
Like also different religions, Christian,
yes.
Muslim.
Yes. So in that, there, we cannot take absolute Siddhanta, we cannot judge, we cannot make our stand is absolute, and they should be rejected, because they are not following exactly our ways.
But it is
we have to be duly respectful, duly recognizing their ways of worshipping God, because ultimately they are also respectful. Okay, devoted to Supreme God in their own concept way, in their own ways.
But it is not in Bhagavatam, like at the beginning, this verse that whatever goes in this way, in this world, in the name of Dharma, everything is cheating. Dharma,
that is a different thing.
Different perspective.
We cannot call Jesus Christ was a cheater. He is cheating. Okay.
No, I'm just
so the
asking
essence,
how to
okay, so
understand.
I'm just giving an example. The very essence of religion is not cheating. That is a different thing. I'm not talking about, there are many dharmas going on. Okay, cheating in the name of dharma. That is offensive difference, negative difference. Understand? I'm talking about positive differences. Difference of positive natures. What our Jesus Christ taught in the essence of Christianity is beautiful, accepted by even our Guru Varga, although it's not Mahaprabhu's way. Understand? So much differences. Christian way of doing the things and Mahaprabhu way of doing the things in relation to the same God. Tattva, same Tattva, Ishwar Ekameva Dvityam is very, very different. And therefore, they don't accept us, we don't accept them, is often found. But we all do accept the essence of Christianity. It is love of God, worship of God. Okay, promoting the worship of God, love of God, so much is there in Christianity. And we accept the principle of non-violence from the Christianity. But while they don't follow the principle of non-violence, in the name of non-violence they allow killing, that's what we don't accept, and from absolute stand, that is wrong. That's a difference, offensive difference, negative. Absolute stand, we can say that is wrong. Thou shalt not kill, that is absolute principle. Okay, so if you kill in the name of Jesus Christ, that is wrong, period. That is not relative judgment, it is absolute. But when the ways of the worshipping of the same Supreme God, okay, differing from each other, okay, it's not like black and white, wrong or right, but different ways, not going together with each other. They are offering some wine to the Lord, and we consider wine is rejectable. Well, like, as long as it is not violence, they are offering some wine to the Lord, to Christ. Okay, fine. Many wines are also accepted in the Ayurvedic treatment, field of treatment. Sometimes even pure devotees also took some medicines, tonic, which contains alcohol within it, not for intoxication. But the same alcoholic stuff, not meant for intoxication, but the alcohol is there as the base, and for medicine.
So you understand this verse from Bhagavatam, it's not like rejecting any other procedure to approach God.
Right, the essence is not rejecting.
Okay, you understand.
Srimad, by that verse,
because I understood it
yes,
like
cheating is rejected. Cheating in the name of religion is rejected, but something which is not cheating necessarily, but it's a different ways, different formats, different manners, different taste. But it's not cheating, they are sincere. They are quite sincere, they are quite pure in their endeavors, although different from my ways, our ways. But they are quite sincere and pure, they have so much nishtha. As we have nishtha to follow our ways, they also have so much nishtha. That's the way they understand. So they are not cheaters, they are sincere. Okay, so Bhagavad that verse doesn't discard that.
Doesn't.
No. Essence of the other religions which ultimately promote the love of God, loving service to the God, love relationship with God, giving so much reverence to the God, we fully accept it, whether it is through Islam or Christianity or Jehovah or like that. But we have difficulty to accept Buddhism because it doesn't accept the existence of God. That is thing. Mayabad, the Buddhism, we don't accept it at all. That is negative difference, even from absolute stand. Although they won't understand it. To them it is not. To them we becoming offender, rejecting them. But still, from some absolute stand, because they don't even believe in the existence of Lord. Understand? So from the absolute stand we can differ from them. Okay, you are wrong, we are right. Whether or not you understand you are wrong, it's your problem. But we understand we are right. So you stay with your problem as right. We have got nothing. We are not going to fight with you. But from the absolute stand, we understand we are right. Sorry, we cannot accept. But we cannot say the same way for Christianity, because they believe in God. They promote Supreme God. They promote loving service to Supreme God with so much awe, reverence and love through Vidhi Marga and Raga in their own way. We also find similar ways in the Islams. I'm not talking about the negative side or misuse. I'm talking the essence. Many of the Sufis, even the Sufi, Islam sadhakas, Sufis, they connect to Allah through some loving dedication, through chanting and dancing. Some similarities are there. With the way Mahaprabhu introduced, some similarities there with the Sufi Islamics and Vaishnavas. They also engage in chanting and dancing holy names of the Allah, and they find some happiness. So we accept that essence. Although Sufis' ways are very different from the Vaishnava ways. But from a broader picture, we cannot reject Sufis. Okay. So, like that, the essence. Okay. Like for other religions, even among our four sampradayas. Okay. Okay, from our own stand, if somebody says Krishna is the incarnation of Narayana, it's so hard to accept. It cannot be. Krishna is Bhagavan Swayam. It is a Siddhanta against Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, so how can this be? Because it is said the truth reveals through these four authentic sampradayas, but it is so opposing.
Yeah.
So how can
but
it be?
There you see the fact, the same Vyasadev wrote all the scriptures.
Yes.
Same Vyasadev wrote the Vishnu Puranam.
Also.
In which he promoted Lord Vishnu as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Same Vyasadev.
And then Tamasic Puranas, Rajas.
Okay, but the writer is the same.
Yes.
And Vishnu Puranam also, we respect Vishnu Puranam a lot. Okay. But in Vishnu Puranam, okay, Lord Vishnu is promoted as Supreme Personality of Godhead. Same Vyasadev wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, that was the last conclusive book. And there he revealed Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not Narayan. Not Narayan. Krishna Su Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna, Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Lord Narayana is a direct expansion of Krishna.
But Maharaj, when Srila Vyasadeva wrote any book, like also Devi Bhagavata, in each book he wrote this deity was supreme. Why? Like this for different adhikar? Like when he wrote Devi Bhagavata, it was like Devi
for different
supreme.
adhikaras.
For different adhikaras.
For different adhikaras, in different time, place, situation. You know, like Vedas. Okay. Like the Vedas spoke in so many ways. For different adhikaras. Not that we can reject one Vedic instruction or another, because all have utility on different levels. Understand? All the Vedic injunctions, instructions, according to different time, place, situations, have utility, but cannot be applied in the same way for one and all, on different levels, on different qualities. Like a doctor treating different patients with different prescriptions. Same doctor prescribing, the prescriptions becoming different. Ways of treatment becoming different according to conditions, of the patient. So we find, we find such differences. All have utility in the relative states. That's why we find Vedas gave so many types of injunctions, so many types of, instructions. They are all for utility on different levels. But we are not supposed to accept everything of all the injunctions of the Veda in our Vaishnava Mahaprabhus, Dibba Prema Dharma. But we are not accepting all the Vedic injunctions, those Vedic injunctions. Doesn't mean that they don't have utility on different other levels of the society. They have. Therefore Vedas give it. In a similar way. From the specific stand and broader stand, common stand and specific stand. There are two ways of considerations. Specific considerations, special considerations, and the common considerations. specific consideration according to specific time, place, situation, and the common consideration according to common time, place, situations. All have utility. So therefore, back to the point, it is really surprising. Same Vasudev wrote Vishnu Purana, and the same Vasudev wrote Srimad Bhagavatam. Same Vasudev promoted Lord Narayana as Supreme Personality of Godhead through Vishnu Purana, not Krishna. And same Vasudev wrote the final book, Srimad Bhagavatam. That in his final conclusive book, he promoted, he got the revelation, his Satyadesh Avatar. So he received that clear revelation upon hearing from his Gurudev Devarshi Narada. Okay, and presented Krishna, revealed Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna Su Bhagavan Swayam. There he didn't promote Lord Narayana as Supreme Personality of Godhead, but Krishna, and presented Lord Narayana to be a direct second self, immediate next expansion, a most important, powerful expansion of Krishna. That's how he presented. But so much, there's so much oneness also in tattvic nature between Krishna and Lord Narayana. Therefore, same Krishna is called as Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu all over Srimad Bhagavatam. We are called as Vaishnava, Vaishnava. Okay, besides calling Krishna by the name of Krishna, Shukadeva also addressed the same Krishna as Vishnu, Narayana in many places of Srimad Bhagavatam, to mean what close relationship is there between Narayana aspect and Krishna aspect. See, so much non-distinction is also there by tattva nature. Although distinct, Krishna is distinct from Lord Narayana as Swayam Bhagavan. So, both are written by the same Vasudev. Vishnu Purana and Srimad Bhagavatam, and both are accepted by us. Although we don't absolutely accept that Siddhanta from the Vishnu Purana, that Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We accept Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna Su Bhagavan Swayam, and Lord Narayana just the immediate second self. Okay, immediate, most important, most principal incarnation of Krishna. That's how we accept. But the followers of Sri Sampradaya, Ramanujacharya, Sri Sampradaya, will accept the other way around.
But the truth is this. So it is one truth, or...
Yes, truth is this. Yet, to them, Jar Jai Rasai Hai Sarvottam, to Mother Jashoda, Vatsalya Rasa is the highest, even higher than Madhurya Rasa, because he feels so much motherly love.
Tatashta Vichar and
yes, Tatashta Vichar. So yes, the absolute truth is that Krishna Su Bhagavan Swayam, no doubt about that. But yet, when you are accepting it as absolute, you cannot reject what they feel. You have to be duly respectful to their faith, their nishtha, that Narayana is Supreme Bhagavan. So from a broader picture, although personally you cannot accept, as the follower of Lord Chaitanya, Guruvar, you cannot accept that. But still you have to be duly respectful to their Siddhanta, because they are sincere, they are also pure follower. That's the way they feel, they realize. You cannot be rejected, cannot be said wrong Siddhanta. You are wrong, go away, we don't accept you. No, we have all due respects to them also. Okay, that's how you feel about Krishna, Lord Narayana. Okay, ultimately same tattva. So you are promoting one aspect of Krishna as the Supreme. Ultimately you are promoting Krishna. Ultimately you are worshipping Krishna, giving all glory to Krishna in the form of Narayana. Okay, fine.
Like I think Sri Hanumanji said, Shrinate Janakinate Aveda Paramatmana.
Exactly.
And then something more, but I don't know.
Right. Hanumanji loves. To him, final is Lord Ramachandra, not Krishna.
Yes.
Okay, it's fine with him. And we have all due respects to Hanumanji for that. Mahaprabhu also supported that for Murari Gupta.
Yeah.
In Murari Gupta's case. Although it's a great difference. Because Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam, not Lord Rama, Lord Narayana. Yet, they consider Lord Rama, Swayam Bhagavan. Okay, worship of Narayana, Narayana Swayam Bhagavan, fine. As long as they are worshipping the same tattva, after all they are promoting, offering all their reverence, offering all their respects and devotion to the same tattva. Only difference is that different ways of worshipping and different ways of viewing the aspect, okay? But ultimately they are promoting the same tattva, serving the same tattva. There is no difference in tattva, okay? Achinta Vedabhed. So from the Aveda standpoint, we have full respects, full recognition for them. That's how our Guru Varga include 4 sampradayas. Okay. We fully accept the worshipper of Sita Rama worshipper also, Ramanundi Sampradaya also. In Rudra Sampradaya, you know, Rudra is the supreme Guru.
Yeah.
Mahadev coming from Mahadev. Rudra is the supreme Guru, not Brahmaji. Brahmamadya Gauriya Vaishnava Sampradaya, Brahmaji, the supreme Guru after Krishna. Krishna is the Chaturmukha. Next to Krishna, Brahmaji. Okay. In Sanak Sampradaya, Sanak is the top Guru after Krishna. Sri Sampradaya, who is the top Guru? Lakshmi Devi. Top Guru. So each Sampradaya has got their own top Guru, just after, next to Supreme God. See? And all are fine. From the broader perspectives of Siddhanta, all are fine. They are all situated in their own place, in relation to the same supreme divine truth, same supreme absolute Lord. There are no difference. So, Gaur Haribo, Nitai Gaur Haribo happens. Any query? Any specific query? Related or unrelated?
You were mentioning 4 sampradayas and also Buddhism and these things. So I understand what you were explaining, but sometimes we see in the case of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was going to South India, then the Buddhists start to argue with Mahaprabhu, not in the sense of, okay, you can do what you want to do, we have our own view, you have your own view, you can do what you want to do, we'll do. No, it was not like that. But anyhow, they try to bring him in their fold. So, and another case we see in the case of Ramanuja Sampradaya in Jaipur. So they were trying to convince that Gauriya Sampradaya is not bona fide. There is no scriptural anything. So they were not saying, okay, Gauriya Sampradaya, you are one thing, you are doing nice, we are having difference, we are doing nice. No, they were trying to bring in their fold by force or by argument. Buddhists, they tried by force, they were by argument. So in these cases, what Mahaprabhu did with the Buddhists and what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, because he was requested by that king, they are not leaving me alone. They are trying to bring me in their own thing, not allowing freedom of differences, but they are trying to bring me in their own thing in the name of so many things.
Forcing, yeah.
So in this case, what is, because I have such quality, so how I can be rescued from such?
No,
from
okay.
such.
But please do not bring it to the personal level. It's nothing personal.
No, really, I'm asking. I have such
no,
thing
I
as the
no,
Buddhists
then
have
I don't
and
want to
as
answer.
the Ramanujas have.
If you want to,
So,
I don't want to relate to any person or personal level. Nothing personal. It is purely on principle. Discussion should go on purely on principle.
we speak English. What you want
You
to say?
want to, you feel this, that you want other to convert to your own
No,
practice.
I'm trying to convert others to my
No,
practice.
this I'm saying.
I'm not.
Allowing them to do what they want to do.
What Madan Gopal Prabhu is saying, two ways. One way is out of humility, he is saying that he has got that nature, Vaishnava humbleness. I appreciate, respect that quality. But if it is like he is truly meaning in an absolute sense, I won't accept it, because it's not personal. Whatever we are discussing is purely on principle. So it should not be brought down to or related to any person or personal feelings. Okay. So I can answer to what he has just spoken. I am just going to answer in broad, okay, broad perspective of the principles, purely on the ground of the principles. Okay. Yes, when somebody is trying to forcibly convert someone, okay, into his wrong belief system, which is not right in the first place, then that activity is very wrong. Cannot do that. But in case someone is right, who is trying to apply a little healthy force to convert, for doing good to that person, because he knows I am very right, I have got the truth, I have got the super excellent, I have got the invaluable wealth, okay, invaluable treasure of the knowledge, of the wisdom, of the devotion, and I want to bring that person into that world. So even if I have to apply little healthy force, like making someone swallow bitter medicine, or I have to do that, okay, from the darkness, if I need to grab someone, apply little healthy force to bring to light, I can do that. Then that is okay. Because the very intention behind that healthy force is to bring higher good to that person's life. Okay. So that is okay. Completely okay. Okay. And that's how we often do. The loving guardians can do that. Even the children don't want to listen to, in many ways. Loving guardians apply some healthy force to bring. So that force is positive, healthy. That is okay. But in case of it is the other way around, then it is wrong thing. Force cannot be applied. Okay. So applying force is not necessarily a bad thing, wrong. I have to understand purpose behind, intention behind, what is actually going to happen through that force. Same energy can be destructive, can be constructive. Same force. Even in the mundane world we find. Same type of force can kill a life, can save a life. I don't need to quote many examples of that. Okay. You can hug. This is also energy. You can hug a person with so much love. You can also beat to death. You can rescue someone, save someone's life with the same hands. Okay, somebody falling down. You can grab and just rescue that person from falling and getting smashed. Okay, falling down, how do you say? Somebody, like someone going to jump out of the mountain to commit suicide, you can immediately grab, apply force. You can save life. Both these same hands can save life. and the same hands can throw him off. Okay, suddenly throwing him off. Okay, cause him to die, death. It's the same hand, same force. One is saving life, not same force, similar. I was to say similar. One is the example of great utility, great proper use, another example of total misuse. Okay. Force is applied both ways. One way it is saving life, another way is killing life. One way it is constructive, another way is destructive. Depends on the use. Like fire. You make misuse of the fire, it burns everything. But when you know how to utilize the fire, it is a great friend. Yes.
What if because we are conditioned and we identify with everything, like what if we feel, okay, I have the best thing, I want to help, but still some ego is there, like I know I have the best and objectively I do have, but I identify with it and it makes also me the best, and if I go to preaching with that mood,
we need to work out.
Slowly,
in that case, we need to consciously work out on our own selves. How much of mine is controlled by ego, personal ego, and how much of mine is controlled by the real truth, free from any ego, accepting as it is. Okay, there's two different things. Okay, now relating to the point of Srimad Madan Gopal Prabhu pointing out, again, Mahaprabhu rejected Buddhists, did not accept, tried to convert Buddhists, tried to make them understand through arguments. When they didn't accept, Mahaprabhu just disassociated with them. It is true, because it is a difference between right and wrong. From an absolute stand, it is to be done from an absolute stand. Okay. But, so, because Buddhists, why? Because Buddhists don't believe in the existence of God. They are atheists, extreme atheists. That's why. Because the difference is like completely, it's two opposite things. Okay, Paramartha world believes in the existence of God. They not only believes, they have full faith, they have direct experience in the existence of God. Not only that, engaging in loving service, okay, devotional worships to God, build up relation, and eternally living with God. This is one world. And another world is world of emptiness. Nothing is there. No God is there. No creator. Nothing is there. Only some energy, emptiness. Only some energy, kind of inert energy. With the dissolution of the subtle body, nothing remains. Mahanirvana. That is Buddhist philosophy. With the dissolution of the subtle body, nothing remains. It is an emptiness which represents fullness. That's how they explain. It's some kind of emptiness, inert energy which represents fullness. It's not so easy to happen like self-contradictory way. You cannot describe a fullness in the way of voidism. Okay, it is what it is. You can neither, if you don't want to describe through fullness, you have to express it. It is what it is. Neither empty nor fullness, because you consider when you say full, F-U-L-L, full, N-E-S-S, fullness, it means you are limiting it within few words and certain conceptualization of fullness. Or empty also like that. If you say empty, it is something to feel that it is empty. It is something. It is not totally, emptily empty. It also is an absurd thing. Because you feel the emptiness. Unless you feel it, there is no conception of the emptiness. So something is behind there. Okay? Behind the nothing. To feel nothing, something is there. If you are absolutely nothing, you cannot feel nothing. You cannot even experience nothing. Because nothing cannot experience nothing. It requires something to experience nothing. So anyway, so Buddhist philosophy is totally different. So Mahaprabhu rejected Buddhist association, Buddhism, wanted to convert them into Krishna consciousness through argument. When they didn't listen, Mahaprabhu avoided. Clean, absolute. Okay, this is period. There is no confusion. It is not relative judgment. Okay, absolute. Like theist and atheist, like we understand that. The demarcation between atheist and theist. After atheist gets converted into theist, that is a different case. There's a fortunate incident if it happens, so the atheist getting converted into theist, and it happens, often happens. By Gaura Nityananda's mercy, atheist can also be converted into theist. And that it is not forced conversion, it is a fortunate, it is a conversion by the force of mercy. Okay? By some power of mercy. It is healthy force. That's good for health. We require force to live our life properly. Force is not always bad. Force or power or energy, it's different names we are calling. The same thing. Same reality we are calling either in the form of force or energy or power. Different aspects of the same power. Yes? So, it's okay. Without that we cannot even live our life. We need a gravitational pull, this force, to stay on the earth. Without this gravitational force, kind of force, we cannot even run properly and live our life properly. So, it's very helpful. So, back to the point. But, Mahaprabhu, so what consideration Lord Chaitanya had, Mahaprabhu had in relation to those atheist Buddhists, totally different. It is understood. It's called negative difference. But Mahaprabhu, on the other hand, Mahaprabhu didn't treat in the same way. Okay? Therefore, Mahaprabhu accepted other ways of the other four sampradayas. Ramanujacharya ways, Madhacharya ways, okay, Rudra Sampradaya ways, Sanak Sampradaya ways, but in a relative sense. But accepted, but in a relative sense. Understand? Oh, what? You understand that? Mahaprabhu went to have darshana. Srirangam means he went to Siddhanta to be the topmost, absolute. Yet, he also went to Sri Ramanujacharya's place, Madhacharya's place, all them Sita Ramachandra's places, all those he visited. And with all due recognition for them, he did not avoid them and also didn't try to convert them. You accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead, although Mahaprabhu wanted to do, but he did not. He didn't want to. He did not necessarily want to convert them into pure Radha Krishna worshipping. Although Mahaprabhu promoted that as the final, no doubt about it. But still he just left them as they were, in their own positions. In Madhacharya Sampradaya or Ramanujacharya or Rudra Sampradaya, he left it. He didn't want to change. Okay? So, you see how Mahaprabhu accepted them.
My question was, if someone is trying to bring me into their fold, as in the case of Buddhists trying to bring Mahaprabhu in their fold, even after they argued with him and after he cleared all their arguments, then they try to bring some bad uneatable food, some dirty foods. They gave it in the name of Mahaprasad to Mahaprabhu. So what he did, and Bhattataris, they tried to bring Mahaprabhu service in their fold. Ramanuja Sampradaya in Jaipur, they wanted to bring that king into their fold, into their thing. So in this case, what Mahaprabhu did, what Vishwanath Chakravarti Baladev Devushan did, when the other party tried to bring, it is not the relationship of you can do what you want to do, I will do what I want to do. But it is, no, I am right, you are wrong, so you have to accept me.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you don't accept me, you are, that is wrong. And they are trying to apply force. So what to do in this case? Because I am doing such thing, so how to be rescued from
Prabhu, I have
this?
already answered your questions. I have already answered your question. So long. Just, I think it is
No,
clear.
you were explaining the same principle as before. That there are healthy differences,
No,
there are
I was
positive-
answered.
But
In the
answer.
forceful conversion, if that is a healthy force, it is okay. Whether Mahaprabhu tries to convert other sampradayas into his sampradaya, or even Ramanujacharya or Madhacharya, they try to convert Mahaprabhu into their sampradaya, even if it happens the other way around, but with a sincere motive, because that's what they believe. They think they are very sincere. It is because of their nishtha. Whether right or wrong, it is a different thing. But the motive is there. Okay, then there is nothing wrong in that. Although it is a force. Okay, nothing wrong in that because they are doing the way they understand. But still they are devotees, they are sincere. Okay, about that. Without realizing, some of the sampradaya did not realize Mahaprabhu as Supreme Personality of Godhead. So even sometimes they also try to bring Mahaprabhu in their path. But they are doing it according to their idea or knowledge, what they believe in, they have faith in. I don't think Mahaprabhu minded with that, if it happens like that. Because although Mahaprabhu was superior, Supreme Lord, it's a Leela, part of the Leela. Okay? Like Sarvabhauma Pandit tried to do with Mahaprabhu in the beginning. Without realizing he was Supreme Lord, he tried to affectionate way, nice way. Of course, Mahaprabhu totally rejected that way. Sarvabhauma also realized later on, it's a different case. But as long as the force applied to convert one into another world of the devotional service, another path of the spiritual service or the world of devotional service, is force is healthy character.
Yes, if motive is okay.
If motive is
But
okay, then
sometimes-
nothing wrong with that, that can be
Yes.
accepted.
That if motive is pure, but sometimes in practically we see that someone in the name of Guru Seva or something, whatever.
That is cheating. That is cheating. That is a different
That-
thing. That cannot be accepted. Yeah. That force cannot be accepted. Now we have to define what is what. This is very important. Whether that person is really trying to cheat you in the name of Guru Seva or he is pure in motive. So it has to be defined. Once it is defined in a proper way, then we can take decision. If there is real cheating in the name of Guru Seva, it should be rejected. That's a very bad
Because
thing.
here in this verse, what she mentioned, Dharma Projita Koita Utarparama.
Yeah.
So here, Koitava cheating means religions which their ultimate motivation is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. This is cheating because it is cheating you from Prema. So though
Panchamurusha.
everything which has these motives, that is wrong. That is cheating because it is cheating you from your ultimate
Atma,
benefit.
sweat. Aha.
So that is rejected. So here motive is very important. Many things may go in the name of Dharma or in the name of Guru Seva and in the name of anything and trying to bring you into that thing. So if you are not stopping here, if you go, if you support, if you do this, then this is what Mahaprabhu didn't show in the case of Buddhists and Baladev Videbhushan didn't show in the case of Ramanuja Sampradayas, but he cut their arguments and established what is the Siddhanta. Because their motive was wrong.
Yes,
Their
people.
motive, in Ramanuja Sampradaya, that motive was wrong. Buddhist motive was
We
wrong.
understand Buddhist motive was wrong. We understand
And
that
Ramanuja
clearly.
Sampradaya's motive was wrong, but they were trying.
Yes.
So in that case,
The motive was wrong.
even if I think my motive is right, it may not be. It may prove not to be later on, or anyhow it may prove, but I'm thinking it was. But it was.
Okay, this is very subtle point. Their motive was wrong. Their motive to convert Mahaprabhu, okay, into their way was wrong. But it doesn't necessarily mean Mahaprabhu rejected what they are following. Mahaprabhu let them continue the way they are following.
No, it is clearly mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that when they were trying to convert him, Mahaprabhu argued against them. When they lost that argument, then they tried to cheat him by bringing something in the name of Mahaprasad.
That is Buddhist. I am not talking about Buddhist. I am talking about Ramanuja, from Sri Sampradaya.
No, I am speaking about Buddhist.
No. Buddhist. Oh, I fully agree. Then they try to. That was clear case of cheating, no doubt about it.
So in Ramanuja's case, they were trying to bring that king into their fold, presenting many different arguments against Gauriya Sampradaya, presenting. So at that time the king approached Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who was the Acharya of Gauriya Sampradaya at that time. Then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur told, I am now disabled physically, so I cannot go there, but Baladev Vidyabhushan will go. So Baladev Vidyabhushan wrote very clearly refuting all their arguments. He was not like, okay, you may do whatever you like to do. So
okay, now my question to you: why Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur didn't go? Because of
old age. Because disabled, old age.
Disabled. Okay.
No. Disabled, physically disabled in old age. He said, I cannot come to Jaipur. Okay. So Baladev Vidyabhushan went there. So
I accept. You know something? If you place the same argument before the same Sri Sampradaya, they will never accept. Baladev Vidyabhushan refuted them. They were defeated. They will never accept that way. That's the way we accept. Okay, fine. What we accept, what we realize, we fully accept that is very appropriate. But still, their Sampradaya going on the way they are going on. Even after the refutation done by Baladeva Prabhu, nothing really changed. They are
doing their own thing. They were doing before. Okay. The refutation was in the case that they are claiming that Gauriya Sampradaya is invalid. That practice, what they are doing is, but the argument was that Gauriya Sampradaya is invalid. So this is what Baladev Vidyabhushan refuted. That was totally wrong. That was what he refuted.
Okay. Then it's a clear case.
Mahaprabhu is accepting Ramanuja.
That's what I mean. But when they were trying to prove Gauriya Vaishnava Sampradaya is wrong,
is invalid,
that was a very bad thing. That is called offensive difference. That should be rejected.
Because that is motive was wrong, but they were using force, they were using many arguments, everything.
That is cheating.
And it was proven. It was proven.
That is clear case of cheating. What Srimad Bhagavatam also says, Chala Dharma. In the name of Dharma, that is clear case of cheating. While Mahaprabhu was recognizing with all due respects what they were doing, they should also have done the similar way at least what Mahaprabhu was doing, what Lord Chaitanya presented. The
question is not about how much someone is approving other things, but particular case, like in the case someone trying to present something in the name of Guru Seva, which is wrong, proven wrong.
Of course.
So in certain cases, when this force is applied all the time, and there are weak persons there, so in this case, although we may respect the good things in that person, but for the sake of our weakness or for this, it is not advisable to keep, because it is bad for him, because it is like putting ghee and fire together. He is weak because of his motives, and here is the prey. So when you put these two persons together, this person will see, oh, prey is there, so he will try to catch. And this person has to remove.
No difference.
From
I fully
here.
accept that. I fully agree with that. In the case
If
where the motive is wrong, cheating,
Cheating.
fully accept that, yes. That should be summarily rejected. Any type of cheating should be summarily rejected. If it is that, yes. No doubt about
because
it.
sometimes because we are not, I'm speaking my case. I thought I'm pure, but because I was not aware of certain things which I have inside, I was not aware. But when the light of Gurudev came, then I could see, oh, I was not aware of this. So sometimes I may think, oh, I'm pure, my motive is pure, I'm doing for the good of everyone, and I'm applying for this for their benefit, but it may be proven when the Guru comes, it may be proven this was wrong. Or in the case, I'm again speaking in my practical case, I was attracted by some preachers or gurus or whatever, and I thought that everything is perfect, and in the name of that, my conception that they are pure devotees, so whatever they are doing, I'm supporting, I'm doing everything. I was thinking like that because my blind eyes. But by the grace of Gurudev, he opened my eyes and showed, no, not everything is right there. Maybe so many things are right, but that thing is wrong. If you will support that in the name of thinking it is pure devotion, everything goes, you will do wrong. So it happened in my case 2 times. So in that case, that is why I'm telling.
Okay, everybody has got the full right to follow the individual ways of realizations. Okay, individual realizations, because that is very true to him, himself or herself. One has to follow sincerely things according to the absolute stand of Siddhanta, relative stance of Siddhanta, according to how it is suitable. Okay, everybody does that. It is fine. It is true for everyone, not only true for you, true for myself, true for everybody. Okay, similar way. Not same way, but similar way, it is truth for everybody. In case of some differences and understandings. But again, when we are assured of that fact, he is wrong, I am right, Gurudev is showing me something wrong there, in spite of things, so many right things are there found, but this certain particular thing is very wrong. If Gurudev is really showing me that, and I am convinced about that, Gurudev is truly showing me, I realize it, then it's fine, that person is supposed to follow that. That's fine. Because again, the motive is very pure. That person is being true to his own realization. Okay, what he feels coming from Sri Guru, there will be no offense. There will be no offense for that. There will be nothing cheating for that, because he is being very sincere to follow some realizations. Okay, and that sincerity is very valuable. Truthfulness, sincerity. Okay. Even beyond the judgment, how far it is truth or valid, and how far it is absolutely valid or relatively valid, it is beyond judgment. But to that person, that is the truth, that person needs to follow that way, to be true to his own self.
You cannot jump.
You cannot jump. Absolute judgment is different. That is in the hand of the absolute. We cannot judge about what should be the absolute Siddhanta for that. That is in the hand of the absolute Lord. Okay. or the higher stage. But what I feel, what I realize to the best of my realization as truth, I should follow that. If I don't follow, that is wrong with me. Yeah, I fully accept that. Clear to you? Isn't it?
It is clear. I got many such experiences.
Yes.
So based on all those experiences, then I can sense it. I can sense it by the
There
grace
can be
of
some
Buddha.
grounds for that, can be. Grounds for that.
Because
Okay. Gaur Hari Bol. Gaur Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
And Maharaj, and what we do if we do not follow this and just waiting and not do anything about, for example, we feel something according to our level, to our truth, and we are so much scared to do mistake, so we're just waiting and like we thinking that we're doing some sadhana, but it's only in
We
mind.
should be open-hearted, be in prayerful mood for further revelation to the Supreme Lord, to our Guru Varga, to reveal, to manifest new lights of realization, to reveal the truth and follow it to the sincerity. Something not working out for me doesn't necessarily mean it won't work out on another level. It may work out for others. I'm talking in the world of positive differences, not negative difference. When it is the case, positive and negative difference, positive and offensive difference, there is no question. Offensive differences to be rejected. Okay, but I'm only talking about the not offensive differences but positive differences. Too much difference but positive. In that case, we have to accept, okay, his way not working out for me. So something which is truly working out for me, or I am receiving some revealed knowledge and some revelation of Siddhanta, this is proper, most appropriate for you and for your belief, for your realization, like absolute. Okay, so you should follow this. Yes, I should follow that. I cannot afford to follow that which is not working out for me. I don't believe in. I consider wrong, so I cannot follow that. I have to be true to my own self. It is fine. It is fine. I have to be honest to my own self, to my own realization, what I feel revealed by Gurudev. But again, still some scope remains still. Although it doesn't, from the absolute stand, some scope may still remain in the world of the positive differences. It can work out. Something I could not accept, I feel is wrong, can be working out on certain other spheres, certain other adhikara level, like Vedas speak so many things for different levels. Veda, we do not accept many of the Vedic injunctions because they are not applicable in our life of spiritual cultivations. But still we cannot reject them summarily because they saying they have no utility in any place. They may have some utility, they are working out on certain other levels. I have got nothing to do with that. But that might have some use on certain other levels of the society. Okay? So, all right. Let it be as it is. Okay? But I won't accept it because I feel it's not okay for me, it's wrong for me to accept. So I won't accept. That is fine.
Yes, that is accepting, not accepting.
Yes,
but
that is
if
fine.
the other party tries to bring you again and again into there, then you have to stop somewhere.
Yeah, wrong way. If they try to do it in a wrong way, cheating way, then you have to stop it.
So first I'm here to stop myself.
I don't want to bring it to a personal level,
Yeah,
principle. I want to keep it discussing principle. We apply to one and all. Okay. What is right, what a Mahabhagavata can do, I can never do that. It's very wrong for me to do. What an Avadhuta can do, very right for him. Siddhantically very right for him because he is Avadhuta, it depends on Adhikara. But the very same thing I cannot do. If I go to do this, it will be imitation, then it will be very wrong for me. Something which is very right for him, for the level of an Avadhuta Paramahamsa, is very wrong for me. Understand? So it depends on the applications, adhikaro. All these factors have to be taken into considerations. But before judging right and wrong, something can be very right for Avadhuta, is very wrong for me. But what Avadhuta is doing is not absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong, then he should not do it, because he is Avadhuta. If it was absolutely wrong, he would never do it. Like something absolutely offensive, he would never do it. Okay? But because he is doing it, it means it has got some utility on some other adhikara. Because he is Avadhuta, he is our Guru Varga, great on the very highest level, Mahabhagavata level. Although when I go to do the same thing, it's very wrong for me, because I have no adhikar. Very wrong applications. That's what I'm saying. So right and wrong also to be judged. Absolute standard, relative stance. It depends on adhikara also.
Sometimes it may happen, Maharaj, also someone presenting himself as the Avadhuta and trying to argue.
Oh, that is wrong. That is cheating in the first place.
Certain things, and people believe in the name of Avadhuta. Not that I'm doing, he's doing, he's pure devotee, so I'm doing because that is pure. That I was doing, so but Gurudev saved me from that. So that is why I'm telling.
No, I appreciate your humbleness, but I don't want to get it to personal level. Let the discussion always stay on principle and make it clear again and again. He is humble, being humble, but I don't want to relate in that
principle and the reality also. Because that is true. Revealed.
Gaur Hari Bol. So, cheating is cheating. When somebody is not really Avadhuta, but taking the position of Avadhuta, then that's cheating. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about who is real Avadhuta and doing something what I am not able to do. So that is doing the same way is wrong for me, but what is right for him, because he is real Avadhuta. But if somebody is fake Avadhuta, playing the role of Avadhuta, not real,
he may
then
even
it's totally
think
wrong.
due to ignorance. He's not like intentionally.
I see.
But his conception is like that, not intentionally with the sake, but in his due to ignorance, he's thinking, no, this is right for me. This is right for me, and he's trying to bring others into this fold inside to get support based on certain his feelings and understanding and everything, and in the name of Advaita and pure devotion and everything. So this is happening also.
Well, that is
practically happening.
If that innocence is involved, that can be forgiven by Lord. That's not real cheating, because he doesn't mean to cheat. He is innocent. He is ignorant. Means he's kind of innocent. So innocence can be forgiven by the Lord. Today or tomorrow.
Ignorance that he really thinks I am pure. I have no bad motive.
I see.
But he's not aware of that thing, but he's
can happen.
So in this case, okay, he may not be. It is not the same case as if someone is intentionally, with intention, he's trying to cheat someone. But this is due to ignorance, but still it is not pure. And I have to guard from this.
True.
I have to guard from this.
Right.
He may be ignorant, but I should not be ignorant.
Right.
I should not support something because of his ignorance.
Right.
He may not intentionally cheat, but it is his ignorance. So for this ignorance, Gurudev also comes to protect us.
Right. That's fair. That's quite true. Right. Krishna He. Okay.
Maharaj, we are leaving
Why are we
because
Ако хоче пресад се ме
vzem za
скупи.
sabo, ima posodice.
Попа му кичери.
7:30.
It's not so high time. So
If you wake up at 5 and
working. Okay,
yeah,
okay. So
unfortunately.
honor
Yeah, I
prasadam.
took little. He will take with him. and then Sandhya, you know, cleaning kitchen, preparing for tomorrow, cooking. Some things are there, and if I don't keep balance, then tomorrow my whole day will be like.
Okay.
I'm getting older, so I have to go to bed early.
Not older than me.
No, this no. But still, body.
Touching 60 years. 60 years. Much younger than me. How old are you?
41.
41. Okay. Still much younger than me.
Yes, but I notice that if I don't keep balance, usually I just stay till 11 or something, then next day I cannot do nothing. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Appreciate.
Thank you.
Practical ways. Appreciate.
It has to be. I learned in 18 years of devotional efforts, I learned that much extremes didn't pay off.
Practical
Yes.
ways of living a Krishna conscious life.
Yeah.
Very practical.
Thank you for coming and sharing your moods and knowledge and devotion with us.
Okay. I appreciate your feelings. It's more than thanking, yeah. Not just thank you, but more than thanking.
It cannot be said thank you. I think for somebody who gives you, this is the biggest done. They
I
say.
understand.
It's,
Therefore,
so thank you is like not has enough potency. Like
I'm
this.
jokingly saying, I know, it's more than thanking. I appreciate your feelings, valuable feelings. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Okay. Very good.
Always try to take care of yourself in beautiful Radha Krishna consciousness as much as possible in a conscious way. Take care of yourself in Krishna consciousness. Radhika
Strength
consciousness.
is, I need more this chit shakti. Strength is not there.
Whatever strength you have got,
Cheat ball. Like that.
whatever strength you have got, motivate yourself for that.
Yes.
Conscious way of motivation, process of conscious motivations, insistence, through insistence.
Yeah.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Till next time. I hope it will come for both.
Okay.
We never know. Life is unpredictable. So.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Stopped it.
Most is jó prosajnő.
I just wanted to